Hi baby girls, I'm Janvi. Welcome back or welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about my favorite thing in the whole world, books. So these are the books that I've read so far this year. I kind of stopped picking up the new ones after August because college got hectic and I haven't really had a chance to go book shopping yet. But anyway, here's my stack so far and I'm going to review each one of them individually. So the first book I read this year was Verity by Colleen Hoover. And listen, it ends with us पढ़ने के बाद I had sworn to myself that मैं Colleen Hoover दोबारा नहीं पढ़ूंगी, but here I was picking up this book written by her. I have nothing against her, it's just not my style or not my type. A friend recommended it to me, so I had to give it a try. But honestly, the start was slow AF. Like, I was constantly thinking that why did I even pick up this book? But the second half, oof. Like, I was literally rushing through the pages to reach till the end somehow. The builder was so good with so many plot twists. I was constantly left thinking to myself कि अब क्या होगा, ये किसने कर दिया, ये कैसे हो गया. And of course, Colleen does leave her impact on her readers. I was shit scared at night. Like, if I was reading this at night, I would go to bed thinking about it. I would wake up thinking about it because it just does that to your brain. And but like, to give you an honest opinion, the ending kind of disappointed me because I was expecting some crazy shit to happen, but it just ended normally, like, and that too with the cliffhanger. Like, girl, is that it? Like, really? But yeah, this book kept me at nights. It kept me waiting for the ending. It was fun, it was thrill, and maybe, yes, Colleen Hoover is a controversial writer, but if you are into psych thrillers, murder mysteries, then definitely you should read it just to fuck with your brain a little, because why not, right? So next book I picked up after reading Verity was Daydream by Hannah Grace. Now इस बुक को पढ़ने के मेरे पास दो रीजंस थे. फर्स्ट, वेरिटी पढ़ने के बाद मेरा दिमाग इतना ख़राब हो चुका था. लाइक, my mental health had officially resigned and I wanted to read something comforting, something sweet, something that just flows through without any drama. So this book came to the rescue very well. Second reason was Hannah Grace's Maple Hill series. So her first book, Icebreaker, it is my favorite book of the series. बट उसमें कैरेक्टर था हेनरी, उसकी ही स्टोरी इसमें बताई गई है. एंड हेनरी का कैरेक्टर मुझे बहुत ही इंट्रीगिंग लगा था. आई वॉज लाइक, व्हेन आई वॉज रीडिंग आइस ब्रेकर, only then, like, even then I was like, I need to know Henry's story. Like, he was such a good side character that he deserved a story of his own, and that's what Daydream gave it to me. Talking about the book, it's a classic college romance trope, like two people just falling in love, figuring out on their own. Henry and Haley are the characters in this book, both the protagonists. Henry is sweet, he's loyal, he's charming. Haley is also very caring, very sweet, and it was just so beautiful, like, to read their story like this. They have their own issues, but they work through it, and it's like, it's very comforting to read a story like this. So yeah, that would be my 2 cents on this book. If life feels a little boring, you want some comfort, so pick up this book. No drama, no toxic traits, nothing at all, just comfort. And those little, those butterflies you get when you're first falling in love, that's what this book gives you. Let's talk about the next book, The Striker by Anna Huang. Anna Huang, girl, you did it again. Like, she ate up with this book. I have a major crush on Asher, who is the male protagonist of this book. You can see the glow on my face. I cannot stop smiling because I am like, he is my book boyfriend. I don't care what anyone else says, but yes. Without fangirling too hard, let me tell you about this book. So I'm actually thinking of doing a separate video on this book because there's so much to say and it deserves more than just a couple of minutes. But to tell you the gist of it, it's funny, it's sweet, and also spicy. And like, it's just no toxic plot twist, two people figuring out their own shit, falling in love, and honestly, it's just so beautiful. Asher is this chivalrous gentleman who is a footballer because, of course, hence the striker. And Scarlett, the female protagonist, she's a ballerina, she's ambitious, she's confident, and gorgeous as hell. And it's just these watching these two people falling in love, chef's kiss, like like it's just too damn good. So this was my sneak peek for this book, and like stay tuned for the longer version because there will be one, I promise you guys. This book, oh my god, this book ate and left no crumbs. like कुछ महीने हुए मुझे पढ़े हुए, like 3-4 महीने, and I still feel that I just read it yesterday. I mean, the characters, the plot, the story, like mwah, like literal chef's kiss, and the ending. Don't even get me started on that. So basically, इस book में there's a psychotherapist named Theo who is assigned to treat a patient named Alicia who is not speaking. And she's not speaking because she has lost her voice या फिर कोई medical reason है. She's going through some deep ass trauma that you will find out from this book, and maybe, just maybe, she's hiding something and not speaking on purpose. Who knows, right? But yeah, like from there the story starts unfolding, and like पूरे दिन तुम्हारे दिमाग में यही चलता रहेगा कि what's gonna happen next, because that's the hold this book has on you. It will make you think of 100 different scenarios, what could have happened, how it could have happened, but the way it all binds together in the end, mind blown, like literally mind blown, because the ending is what you will never expect. It just, you just keep reading it expecting something to happen and it doesn't happen, so it's just mind blowing. Also, fun fact, ये book मेरी है भी नहीं है. I borrowed it from a friend who is also a bookstagrammer. So shout out to her. I will link her handle somewhere here and in the description below, so you can check out her page. It's really awesome. So yeah, अगर आपको thrillers पसंद है, that you did not see that coming वाला shock, and you know, just basic suspense stories, then Silent Patient is the book for you, and the ending will totally shake you. Guys, we have this book, Too Good to Be True by Prajakta Koli, and honestly, this ranks second from The Striker because, like, I had been waiting for this book since Prajakta announced that she had been writing one, and damn, it was so worth the wait. This book is a little too special for me because I have followed Prajakta since her YouTube days, and to see her finally walk into the writing world, something that she has always talked about, it feels like a personal success to me. And like, my girl did it. I feel so proud talking about it. Now, without fangirling too hard, let's talk about the book, shall we? For a debut, she did a great job writing this book. It's short, it's sweet, it's romantic, and it's literally like, you know, too good. Like, it's, as the title suggests, it is too good to be true. This is the type of book that you will pick up on a rainy day with coffee in your hand and your favorite dessert, because it's literally comfort wrapped in pages. I will be doing a separate video about this because there is so much to unfold in this book. There are two characters, Avni and Aman, and those two characters are just so beautiful individually and even more beautiful together. So yes, stay tuned for the longer version because I have so much to yap about this. So next up we have is The Housemaid by Freida Macfadden, and oh my god, you guys, this book had me hooked like crazy. ये बुक मैंने अपने एग्ज़ाम्स के टाइम पे पढ़नी शुरू करी थी क्योंकि एग्ज़ाम्स देते देते मैं बोर हो गई थी, एंड भाई आई फिनिश्ड इट विद इन लेस देन 24 hours. कैन यू इमेजिन? लाइक मैंने शाम को पढ़नी शुरू करी एक दिन, and I woke up early next day. That's how dedicated I was. You know, I woke up early to just to finish this book and get to the ending because I had to. That's the hold this book had on me. This is another psychological thriller, and the premise is crazy, you guys. Like, it's wild. So what happens is, this couple, they hire a housemaid who's named Millie in the book, And as soon as she steps into the house, the wife, Nina Winchester, she starts acting a little weird. Well, that would be underrated to say. Starts acting a lot weird, like totally bipolar. But Millie, she does not have any other option. She cannot walk away even when she wants to, because she is an ex convict and she really needed a job to, earn a living. So it's very hard for her to walk away, and she can't. But the way like things unfold कि ये कैसे हो गया, ये किसने कर दिया भाई, मतलब सोच सोच के बस दिमाग ही घूम जाता है. मतलब तुम सोच लो, इतनी डेडिकेशन जब थी मेरे अंदर कि मैंने 24 घंटे के अंदर अंदर ये बुक ख़त्म कर दी, जबकि आई एम नॉट अ वेरी फास्ट रीडर, बट आई रेड दिस and one of the best decisions of my life so far. So yeah, this was crazy. And like, one thing to note in this book is that Millie and the husband, whose name is Andrew, there is some serious tension between them. Like, there's something going on that will also, send you into that confusion कि भाई भाई ये हो क्या रहा है. Like, but guys, the ending, like, it will literally blow your mind. You will not understand how it happened, why it happened, and like how the fuck did it happen. Like, seriously, you will be left asking this question to yourself. So please read it on your own risk, but please read it because it's a great read, it's a great journey. I absolutely loved it. So after Housemaid literally blew up my mind, I had to pick another Freida Macfadden book. So I picked up The Locked Door by Freida Macfadden. But to honestly talk about it, मुझे थोड़ा डिसअपॉइंटिंग लगा ये बुक पढ़ना. लाइक, सम प्लॉट्स वर जस्ट फिलर्स. लाइक, भाई तुम क्यों टाइम वेस्ट कर रहे हो फालतू की बातें समझाते हुए, जब like just get to the point, right? There were some parts that kept me hooked till the ending, but the ending kind of disappointed me because like the housemaid had set up my expectations sky high, and then reading this book was like nothing crazy happened. It was not the same level of thrill that I got from reading Housemaid or even Silent Patient. So this was not that good. But to talk about this book, the main protagonist, she's a surgeon. She's a normal person with a dark past. So her father was a serial killer, and he used to have a set pattern of killing. Like, he had a very specific type, but he had been in prisons for years, and he was given like life imprisonment, so there's no chance that he could be out like any moment soon. But what starts happening suddenly is that like the killing starts happening in the same pattern with the same type. So the police naturally asks the daughter about it because she's the only relation he has, right? But there is no idea who is doing it, why is it happening. But like, जब तक तुम ending तक पहुँचते हो, it turns out to be a person who you least expected it to be. And that's the only twist this book has. Like, literally the only twist, क्योंकि भाई मैंने बेटर एक्सपेक्ट करा था. ऑब्वियसली मैं इसलिए पढ़ रही थी कि मुझे लगा कि हाँ अब कुछ होगा, अब कुछ होगा. बट बस लास्ट में ही थोड़ा लगता है कि ओ, सो दिस वॉज द मेन किलर. सो दैट्स वॉट हैपेंड. बट it I'm not saying that it was a bad book. I'm just saying that it was not just as good as The Housemaid. It was a good read. So if you are into psych thrillers, you can give it a try, because why not? Like, every book is an experience. So that was my 2 cents on the law. Okay, next up we have is The Palace of Illusions by Chitra Banerjee. And this book quite literally changed my life. Like, I am not exaggerating when I say this, but this has been one of the best reads of the year. And it flowed so easily. I got more curious and curious after each chapter. So this book is basically Mahabharat from Draupadi's point of view. Yes, it's controversial, and yes, I loved it. I mean, I know it's fiction, but the way it impacted my thinking, I'm not the same person as I was anymore. before reading this book. Like there's a me before reading this book, and there's a me after reading this book, and the impact it had on me, it's impeccable. At first I thought that मुझे थोड़ी boring लग सकती है book, because this is not the type of genre I usually read. It's mostly like romance or thrillers, but I was wrong. Like this book just flowed through easily. I was like, I wanted to get to the ending, because that's how hooked it keeps you. And honestly, like, I might or might not make a separate video about this, because there's so much to say about this. It's not just Mahabharat from Draupadi's point of view, but it's also like, you know, also that spark of feminism that you have in yourself, and it just gets that trigger, like, oh my god, like, ये like कुछ चीज़ें चल रही होती हैं, but you think it's normal, but then when someone points it out to you, then you end up thinking that it's patriarchy. So that's what this book really got me thinking. This book, you all, like, this book literally had me on a chokehold. I am I just can't explain how this made me feel, because it brought out so many feelings inside of me. So I picked up this book from like Prajakta's recommendation. Apparently this was the first book that she ever picked up in the romance genre that made her addicted to the romance genre so much. And honestly, she wasn't wrong, because this is really so good. This book is actually the debut book of the author Emilia, and it does not feel like a debut at all. This book is a perfect enemies to lovers trope, like the classic enemies to lovers trope, and it sent me deep into my Delulu land, because like the guy who his name is Scott, he did not even hate the girl. Her name is Crystal. He did not dislike her, but he used to pick up petty fights just so he has a reason to talk to her. Guys, like, if that isn't cute, then I don't know what is. So basically, Crystal Chen, she is an influencer slash gym trainer, and they meet in a gym, of course. And Scott is a fireman. I know, this man just keeps getting hotter. So he's a fireman, and they meet in the gym, and they don't see eye to eye, like, to each other, but still, like, how they fall in love, have a little fallout in the middle, but then get back together. It just flows so beautifully. And again, loved it. It is sweet, it is funny, and it is spicy. Like, I mean, the spice in this book, it's not for the weak. And I'm not saying that it's some dark stuff. It just has that hold on you that it just makes you feel things, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I absolutely love this book, and would love to read more of Emilia. Okay, baby girls, so these were all the books that I have read this year so far. And honestly, like, as I'm reviewing each one of these, it feels like such a roller coaster, because at one point I'm reading thrillers, at one point I'm reading romance, at one point I'm reading about Mahabharat. Like, what the fuck is happening with Janvi? Even Janvi does not know. But yeah, it was a good journey, and I really need to go buy some more books, because I miss reading. Until then, happy readings.